So I just saw my Google Photos Wrapped for 2025, and it was good fun to watch. It was good fun, but it was obviously put together by AI, and I wanted to share my thoughts about why I think it's a really good example of why I'm not too worried about AI as an artist. The photos that it picked, some of them, a lot of them were good, but a lot of them were just weird. It was a weird expression, people facing the wrong way, objects that didn't have meaning. But if you were trying to explain this to a machine, you could see why it was picking it. But if you gave that same task to a human, even someone that didn't know me at all, they wouldn't pick those photos. And it's a great example of how AI is really just a calculator. It doesn't have any mental conception of reality. And a good parallel, I believe, is the Chinese room thought experiment, which I think is a take on the Turing test, if I'm not mistaken, where if you've got a machine and a room, and through a hole in the door comes these Chinese symbols, and it can't speak Chinese, and behind it is all these instructions that it needs to translate, and it was able to translate it perfectly every time. You can say you're the machine in the room, you can translate the instructions and hand back. You're able to do that and able to do a perfect translation without having any actual comprehension or understanding of what you're translating or what you're doing, even though you're sending back the information perfectly. And I think that's a perfect parallel of what we see here. And this is why when you see AI able to lie, tell the truth, everything in between, just brazenly, without any sort of comprehension of what it's actually talking about. And when you look at AI music, it's soulless. It's soulless. Yeah, sure, it can put beats down and it can make sounds and it knows that a drop needs to go about here, but there's no soul to it. It's almost like it's doing a perfect translation of what a song should be without having any actual understanding of what it means to create or listen to a song as a human. And this is why there will always be a place for humans in art. Art is by humans for humans. Machines don't have a place in there, and that's why I'm not too worried about AI taking over, and you shouldn't be either.